Hey guys, welcome to another Addicts Alliance video. This is for the month of January, and the themes that were chosen were celebrity pet lookalikes and meet the artist. And before I get into talking about today's video, first I just want to welcome several new members to the Art Addicts Alliance, and that is Justin Dwyer Artistry, who featured for us in November, I think, and Enjoy Drawing with Mary, as well as Dark Star Creations, so please make sure to check them all out and, give them a warm welcome. And as I mentioned last time, we do have a Discord now where a lot of us are pretty active on, we just, chat with the other artists there. So if you're an artist, you're totally welcome to just come and chat with us, with some other artists, it's cool. So the link to that will be in the description below. We already have next month's theme chosen because I am once again late, and that is we are doing a historical period piece or a $10 challenge. So I'm thinking that it's probably like all the materials need to cost about $10 all together, and just create a piece from that, but not sure. So please look forward to that. And yeah, I think that's all for Art Addicts Alliance member stuff. We're also only taking applications for permanent members on Discord now. I mean, of course you could always send a message through Facebook, but we do require now that our members use Discord, so there's that. All right. On to the video. I had so much trouble throughout this entire process, you guys. I had such a hard time drawing this because I really wanted to just draw in my more usual style, what my style looks like, kind of the comic booky thingy, kind of somewhat realistically proportioned, all that. And for the life of me, I just couldn't do it. And what was so frustrating about it was just that I knew that I could do it, but it just wasn't happening. So in the end, I chose a more cartoony style, and honestly, I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I went with that, but put me off a couple days. And I also had a lot of technical difficulties after I did this. So I've used Lightworks for years, but lately it's just been crashing constantly, and so I had to basically learn an entirely new editing software in order to put this video out. So this whole thing has just been a thing, and I'm glad to finally be putting this out into the world and clean my hands of it. Yeah, so you might notice also that it's a little bit laggy. I think it was the settings I had OBS on. I think I was trying for just too high of a quality that my computer was able to handle, so yeah. Plus I do have this running a little bit slower in terms of speeding up the video, because I personally don't like digital art videos that go a little too fast. It's too much for me to watch, so it's maybe a little slower. There's maybe times whenever I pause quite a bit. I think it's happening right now, where pretty much nothing is happening. So, sorry about that, but like I said, glad to be putting this out into the world, clean my hands of it. Honestly, there was some points whenever I was just really tempted to just let the whole thing go because of the technical difficulties and be okay, you know what, this whole digital art thing was a mistake. I'll just do traditional next time, just, whatever. But I was really inspired, I guess, to push on through after seeing everyone else's videos, because honestly, this is probably one of my favorite batches of videos that ever came out of the Art Addicts Alliance. I really loved what everyone did. Everyone kind of had their own setup, their own format of how they did their videos. It was actually really interesting to learn more about everybody who's in the Alliance and stuff. So it kind of inspired me to want to go ahead and just see this through. So yeah, on to the actual drawing process, which isn't all that interesting. So, you know, I just did my sketch, you know, as you do, made another layer, like, and then I inked it. I used a pencil brush, which I really should not have done. Like, I was thinking more about it having, like, some texture, and that's fine whenever I had the, like, more magenta reddish lines, but I ended up changing these to black because they ended up kind of getting lost within the colors that I had chosen, and I overall like how that looked, but because it was a pencil brush, there was like areas that weren't as opaque, so whenever that color was brought in underneath, it ended up mixing with some of those less opaque black areas, and it just looked gross. It's basically the same effect as like shading with black. So yeah, I ended up fixing, I think, some of that off camera, and just, you know, it's not everywhere. There's still maybe some areas that aren't as opaque, but just the areas that were really bothering me, I went ahead and fixed that. My favorite, I'm not quite there yet, but one of my favorite parts of doing the actual drawing was drawing the design of my Pantera shirt that I wear all the time. Speaking of like my outfit here, there's not too much to say about it, but I just couldn't resist going ahead and drawing myself in these pair of tights that I have, because like someone recently, like I was in a restroom and this older lady came up to me. I was just standing there waiting for my sister, and she was like, "Is this the style these days, wearing holes in your tights?" And I was like, I don't know, I don't follow styles. And so now this has become like a bit of a running joke between myself and some people about that, because I didn't even intentionally put the holes in there. Like, they just ripped, I kept wearing them, whatever. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the actual drawing process. I'll just see you guys whenever I reach the part where I start filling everything in. So yeah, I ended up going with like lime green as my background. I don't know why, I've just been really into like the combination of like magenta and like lime green, or like hot pink and like lime green. So now we're gonna start filling out the stuff. My name is Jazz, short for Jasmine. Whenever I was growing up, my nickname was always Jazzy, and eventually that just got shortened to Jazz. I was born February 11th, 1996, and so that means I am an Aquarius, and I'm almost 25. And I am an INTP, if that means anything to any of y'all. And I had a hard time filling out the dislikes on this. I don't know why. Filling out dislikes to me is a lot harder than filling out the likes. Because, like, saying I dislike, I don't know, depression or war or something, it's like, yeah, pretty much everybody does, Jazz. So I was trying to fill out things that were pretty like specific to me whenever I was doing this. So, you know, I really love video games, like RPGs in particular. Like the new God of War is like one of my favorite games of all time. I like Horizon Zero Dawn, Final Fantasy, all that stuff. I really love animation as an art form. I think it's like super fascinating, especially like hand-drawn or stop motion, like just the amount of like dedication and artistry that goes into it. You can see I jump over here to my dislikes and just have to put snakes down because I was just putting things down as I was thinking of them. Yeah, huge fear of snakes. The abandoned amusement park one, so this is like I said, I was trying to be pretty specific to myself. I really love like just abandoned photography in general, but I find that like abandoned amusement parks is just like really inspiring to me for some reason. Like I have like a lot of human dreams about them and stuff, and I just think it's really fascinating. Whenever like I stumble across like photos of like a abandoned amusement park I've never seen before, and like I don't know, I guess I just like wondering what led to its downfall or like what happened. I don't know. I think it's just like trying to like answer these questions or sort of wondering about them, like leaving things ambiguous. That's actually really fascinating to me. Behind the urban legends ones, I just like hearing stories and like just kind of not being sure if like they're true or not. Kind of the same thing. Hate art theft, you know, pretty self-explanatory. I love metal, which I like all kinds of music, like not all kinds, that's a cop-out. I like a lot of different kinds of music. Like I like folk, I like Irish music, I like other kinds of like rock and Broadway, a lot of different kinds of stuff. I just chose that one specifically because it's one I get really passionate about, like finding like new metal bands. It's just, I guess maybe a little bit more of a fandom thing on that side of the spectrum, but I like a lot of different things. Like I said, specifics. And I finally caught up with where I am in the video, because like I was doing that stuff really fast, and now I'm like paused for a second. I have like no idea what the next thing is right here. I know I bring up celery, but I don't think that was the next one. Oh, phone calls. It's phone calls. Yeah, so I used to like really hate phone calls. Well, I actually still really hate phone calls, but it used to be really terrible. Like my heart used to like just pound in my chest, and like I felt like I needed to like lay down or throw up after one. Oh, I put down art books. Damn. Okay. In the likes, not dislikes. Yeah, so I collect art books, probably like a lot of any artist listening. It's like the thing I usually like treat myself with on like my birthday and stuff, or other people treat me with on my birthday and stuff. So yeah, really glad I didn't like edit out these pauses like I was going to. And then like I said, I think the last one is celery. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Do you know how many stalks of celery I've almost like choked on? For what? It just tastes like garbage. It's like, it's stringy, it's gross. Just gross. So yeah, that's pretty much the note I guess I'm going to be leaving this on, because I know I did not write anything else out. Oh, after this I actually do add what was in my bag. I completely forgot that people usually add this to their Meet the Artist, so I still had space underneath my dislikes because I couldn't think of anything else, and I put a little circle there, and I went ahead and drew in some things that I keep with me, so like my glasses, because I'm nearsighted, my phone, because of course, my headphones, because of course, and my mask, because of course. The only thing I was missing is actually my wallet, which I do carry a wallet with me. I don't know why I forgot that, I just did. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I was actually pretty lucky that a lot of things that are in my bag actually already match the color scheme I had going on. Like, I've got like magenta rimmed glasses, or like sort of purple like mask and stuff. Yeah, so that was just like lucky. But yeah, I'll see you guys like next time. Please make sure to go watch everyone else's videos. They were like that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.